I'm on my own. Why did it end this way? This wasn't how it was supposed to be. I wish that we could do it all again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Shy Georgia Peach production. It's your girl, aka Punches, and yes, today I'm on my own. The fam was busy, they had things to do, and I really wanted to go ahead and get the show on the road. Didn't want to skip an episode because, with news, you need to give the news when it's hot. And if we had missed one more week, it would have been old news, like old fish. Whew, that stinks, right? So I just wanted to come out, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in, that's listening, that that are getting alerts when we go live. Of course, I don't have my girl Mickey with me this evening. Again, Mickey has some things she had to take care of, and Kev, my KEV notorious homeboy, my cuz, in the Shy, he also has some family obligations he had to deal with. So you got it. You got me all to yourself. You got me all to yourself. Well, oh my gosh, this has been a week. Oh my goodness. I don't know where to start. I don't know. We have things going on with the Senate not impeaching Donald Trump. We have Gayle running off at the mouth. Oh my goodness. What can we expect after this? Well, I first want to start out with, of course, we haven't talked, we really hadn't done an episode since the passing of Kobe Bryant. And I do want to take the moment out and let his family and friends know, and fans, that I'm so sincerely, a Shy Georgia Peach production is so sincerely sorry for the loss of Mr. Bryant, his daughter, and the 7 other passengers among the helicopter. By now, of course, the story, the death of his passing in that tragic way, it's not new. However, people are still sensitive to it. I admit, I can remember this is going to be one of those times, just like people saying, I remember where I was when Martin Luther King died. I remember what I was doing when I heard Michael Jackson died. I remember what I was doing when I heard Prince die. And now we're going to be able to say, I know for myself, I remember where I was and what I was doing when I got the word that Kobe Bryant and the other and everyone, the people among the and I want to make sure that when I say this, we know Kobe Bryant really was the heartbeat of our pain, and of the story. However, it did include his daughter, which really broke my heart, and the other passengers. I immediately. I was honestly, I was just coming back from viewing a home that I'm looking to purchase, and I remember I had stopped to get some gas, and I had just pulled into the gas station when my realtor called me up, and I thought she was calling me about something else, about another property. And she says, Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash. So, how you hearing something, but you're not sure if you're hearing what you're hearing, because it's just like, nah, that doesn't make sense. What? Well, no, he's young. He has a lot going on. He's the father of four beautiful young ladies and his wife. He's made these accomplishments and they've been doing well. And, he just was inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He retired his jerseys, everything. You're thinking all these things. So I'm like, all of that is going through my head at the same time. I'm trying to process what I'm hearing. So I said, well, what? You say a helicopter crash and Kobe saw it. And so, so finally put it all together. And I was just devastated. Then when I realized that his daughter was amongst the tragedy, please forgive my mouth is dry. That was even worse. And immediately my heart went out to his wife. Immediately. I didn't think anything else. My heart sank and I thought prayers to his wife because, as a spouse, or I've never had one, but just being, husband lose wives, wives lose husbands. It's not what you want to hear, not what you expect, but those things can happen and you can rebuild your life. But when a mother loses a child, that is a whole other story. And I know because I'm a mother and by the grace of God, I have not had to face that. But oh my goodness, your children are your heart. They really are. When your child is hurting, you hurt. When your child is going through, you're going through. And it really takes a lot for you to pull yourself away from that. So I really, really felt for her, and I just told everyone I came in contact with, pray for her. Immediately began to pray for her because she did not just lose a husband, a best friend. She lost her baby. She lost one of her babies. And I don't care if you have 100 babies. All of your babies are your babies. Yes. So I definitely still keep her lifted up in my prayer and wish her the best. And then, you care about the friends, people who were closest to them. I didn't know Kobe Bryant from Michael Jordan or anybody. I didn't know him, but I knew of him and his contribution. And I immediately wept for him. I didn't think about anything negative he'd ever done. All I thought was, oh my gosh, he's gone. And when and I knew that it was, so I knew that he used to, I always thought that he thought he was better than Michael Jordan. I always thought that he believed that he was better than Michael Jordan and competitive. But I didn't know with myself that he adored Michael Jordan. He emulated Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan is my world famous. I mean, he is my basketball player. He is my go-to when I think of success, and Abraham Lincoln, that's in the whole story. But anyway, so, I was like, wow, that was cleared up. Oh my gosh. So, but even with that, knowing, what I was thinking, I still did not, that didn't have any effect or blemish on me, like to say, please, he ain't even like Michael Jordan. I didn't care about any of that. All I cared about was a husband and a father had now was no longer with his family, and also a daughter was no longer with her mother and her siblings, and another husband and wife and child were no longer with their family. And that's all I could think of. And I've been watching everything that they could show, clippings and everything with involving Kobe and his daughter, and just the celebration of his life. And my prayers went out to Shaq, and my prayers went out to. Nah, you are who I am. I'm not crazy about. My prayers even went out to LeBron James. I mean, these were, and to see the men who broke down in tears, I mean, crying like babies, my heart and my prayers went out to them. So, this leads to when I was watching CBS this morning with Gayle King, Tony DeCopla, if I'm saying his name right, and Anthony Mason, when they were announcing that Gayle King was going to interview Lisa. Lisa Leslie, the WNBA former WNBA basketball female basketball player. Of course, I said W, right? So, when they announced she was going to be on there and talk about her remembrance and of Kobe Bryant, because they had been doing it all week. Everybody was getting somebody who was close to him. Oh, there's and let me say this while it's on my mind. I also just recently found a clip where Kelly Clarkson did an interview with Kobe Bryant on her show, and it is so touching and endearing, and to see him laughing, and oh my gosh, it's awesome. I love it. So if you haven't seen that, look it up. See if you can Google it or something, or YouTube it. But nonetheless, so we back to this interview with the Gayle King. So Gayle King says, "Yeah, I'm going to interview Leslie," and so I'm getting ready for work. But I'm always running late for work because I just have to see what the show, the news, because I love the news. So I hung around to see the interview. And sure enough, Gayle was talking with, interviewing Lisa, and she starts out. It starts out very well. Talking about how Kobe and Lisa started out playing basketball together. Kobe NBA, Lisa WNBA. Their friendship, how long they had been friends, how she was close with the family. And then all of a sudden, the question comes up. Well, do you think do you think that there's a blemish on his legacy for the assault case that happened in 2003? And I stopped in my tracks. I said, why is she asking her that? This is what I'm saying to myself. Why is she asking her that? And so, she went on. And Lisa stayed with her, stayed and kept her composure, answered the questions. I'm not going to repeat the whole interview because by now, if you haven't seen it or heard it, you can Google it or watch it for yourself. But nonetheless, I was very disappointed and offended by the way the interview went, because it did not seem as if this was an interview about Lisa talking about the good times of her friendship with Kobe Bryant, and as she did a very good job for the time she could, talked of his wonderful, stellar character. I felt she was attacked during this interview. I thought that it was very insensitive and, it wasn't unprofessional. And another thing I'm hearing, other celebrities, like I'm one, I am not. So I'm hearing